Mars will come to fear my botany powers. Hey everyone, welcome to another review, and here's my review for the highly anticipated movie, The Martian. Yes, this movie stars Matt Damon, Jeff Daniels, Kate Mara, Jessica Chastian, Sebastian Stan, Donald Glover, Kristen, Wiig, and a whole bunch more. Huge cast, huge stellar cast in this film, and honestly, I was so anticipating this movie. I was so jacked to see this movie. Not only did it look like a great science fiction film, but it's directed by one of the greatest directors of all time, Ridley Scott. Yes, the director of Alien, Gladiator, Blade Runner, just to name a few. And yes, it's also written by Drew Goddard. Yes, the creator of Daredevil and the director and writer of Cabin in the Woods. So that's an ultimate team right there. You got Drew Goddard, and you got Ridley Scott, and you got a stellar cast based off a very popular novel that I have not read yet, but it sounded awesome, it looked awesome. Was it awesome? Fuck yeah, it was awesome. Yes, this movie was incredible. I loved this movie. The Martian is hands down the best movie of the year. Yes, move aside The Gift, move aside Ex Machina, move aside every superhero movie that came out this year, Avengers, Ant-Man, I'm looking at you. Yes, this is the best movie so far this year. This movie set the bar for Oscar movies. I doubt this movie will even win any Oscars, but it should, because it was fucking awesome. Yes, the story of this movie is about basically a pretty simple story. An astronaut gets left on Mars, basically by his team. They think he died, and they basically live without him, and he's basically stranded on Mars for about 4 years, and he's gonna survive all on his own and wait for NASA to send a rescue party to come get him. And basically, he's just left there alone. He basically talks in a camera every now and then. He grows plants, and he does what it takes to amuse himself and basically to save himself. And meanwhile, his crew is actually turning back to actually rescue him. That's basically the gist of the story without going to the science mumbo-jumbo that I completely don't understand. But you're here to see a great movie, and this movie is a great movie. Not only is it very well acted, but it is beautifully written and visually gorgeous. The cinematography in this movie is top-notch cinematography, and of course this is a Ridley Scott movie. Like, he gave us movies like Blade Runner, Alien, and Prometheus. So you're looking at a very gorgeous movie. The visuals looked stunning. The effects looked amazing. This is not quite like Gravity. This is Gravity, less of an experience than Gravity. Gravity was an experience because it was all in space and everything. The space scenes were really well done, but like Gravity just did a little bit better. This is Gravity with a story. Like, this is actually, I find this actually a better film than Gravity. Way better than Interstellar. I don't want to even get into that stupid Interstellar movie, but I loved Gravity. This is a little bit better. Gravity's more of a visual experience. This is actually just a really good movie with a really good story and really good characters. The characters in this movie were just awesome. I loved every character in this movie. I loved Matt Damon. The main character, Matt Damon, is freaking awesome. He is so freaking likable, and you're just rooting for him. You're like, please don't die. This guy better not die. He's too amazing. Amazing people shouldn't die. And I loved all the other characters at NASA. Like, I love Donald Glover. He isn't very big in this movie, but he was very funny. He was like this weird, nerdy hacker guy who seems a little crazy, but he was pretty awesome. Loved Chiwetel Ejiofor. Chiwetel Ejiofor impresses me more and more every time I see him. He was great in Z for Zachariah, but he was just as good in this movie. I loved Jeff Daniels, and I loved the crew members too of Matt Damon's crew. Jessica Chastain, always impressive. Sebastian Stan, Kate Mara, all of them. Michael Pena, great comic relief. And there was another thing about this movie. There was a lot of good comedy in this movie. Like, this is like a dramatic science fiction film, but it's actually got a lot of funny scenes in this movie, but it's written by Drew Goddard. That guy is a very funny guy. Like, he helped Joss Whedon write Cabin in the Woods. So, yeah, being around Joss Whedon, that would give you a sense of humor. And I don't know whether or not it was a loyal adaptation to the books. Like I said, I never read it, but honestly, I kind of want to read the book after I saw this movie, because this movie was just so freaking awesome. The visuals were just gorgeous. All the scenes of Mars were just beautiful. Mars looks like a beautiful place. I kind of want a vacation there. I might die, but who cares? And again, the cinematography, the shots in this movie were freaking gorgeous, so good, and every single actor gave amazing performances. Even some actors I never thought they would give like an amazing performance in this kind of movie. And like Kristen Wiig's in this movie, she was great, and like other actors like Kate Mara, she's in this movie, she was great. Everybody was amazing. The entire cast was just stellar, and Ridley Scott, his direction was just top notch. And like, I've been fearing for Ridley Scott because you know, last year he did Exodus, Gods and Kings. The year before that he did The Counselor. I'm like, oh, Ridley Scott's going down a slippery slope. This brought him way back, because this movie's not only the best movie of the year, but this is like in his top 5 best films. Yeah, I'm going that far. we'll see over time how well this movie holds up, because, you know, you gotta give the movie a few years to see if it'll actually become a classic like Blade Runner and Alien, but I'm hoping so, because I adored this movie. I fell in love with this movie. I loved it. I saw it in 3D. The 3D actually worked decently well. Again, it wasn't like seeing Gravity in 3D, but it was still very well, and it looked very beautiful, this movie. This movie itself was very beautiful, beautifully shot, beautifully acted, beautifully written. I loved everything about this movie. The execution, the structure, the performances, everything about this movie was just top freaking notch. I didn't have a single problem with this movie. Is there maybe flaws with the science? Maybe, but I don't give a fuck. I love this movie. The Martian is hands down my favorite movie of the year. Scale of 1 to 10, this movie of course gets a 10 out of 10. Amazing. Loved it. So in the comment section below, please tell me, what is your favorite space movie? A movie that takes place in space. And don't cheat and use, Star Wars. Yeah, that's kind of a cheap answer. Movies more about astronauts in space. Yeah, comment below, let me know favorite movies about astronauts in space. Honestly, this is like up there. This and like Alien are up there, my favorite movies. Movies of astronauts in space. Yeah, those are my favorites. But what are your favorites? Comment below, let me know. As always, if you like this video, please like and subscribe to this channel and join the dark side.